Lesson 1.
Monday.
The story.
Listen closely. Hello, how are you? My name is Dorothy. I will tell you my story. My story will be about my Uncle Henry. You will also hear about his wife, my Aunt Em. In my story, we will be farmers. We will live in Kansas in North America. Our house will be very small.
Story asking.
Answer the following questions. Story asking part 1. I will tell you my story.
Will you tell me your story, Dorothy?
Yes, I will. I will tell you my story.
Will you tell me your dream?
No, I will not. I will not tell you my dream. I will tell you my story. So, Uncle, who will tell you my story? My sister?
No, not your sister. You, my niece, will tell me your story.
Correct. My story will be about my Uncle Henry.
Will you tell me about me?
Yes, I will. I will tell you about you.
What will you do? Will you write about me?
No, not write. I will not write. I will tell. I will tell you about you, my uncle. So, whose uncle will I tell you about?
About your uncle. You will tell me about me.
You're right, Uncle. You will hear about you. You will hear about my Uncle Henry and his wife.
Will I hear about my wife?
Yes, you will. You will hear about your wife, my Aunt Em.
Will I hear about your aunt or about your mother?
About my aunt, not my mother. You will hear about my Aunt Em. So, Uncle Henry, will you listen to my story or read my story?
I will listen to your story, not read your story.
Correct. In my story, we will be farmers.
Will we be teachers?
No, we will not. We will not be teachers. We will not teach. We will farm. We will be farmers.
So, who will be farmers, Dorothy?
We will. We will be farmers. My Aunt Em and I, we will be farmers, and you too. We will be farmers and we will live in Kansas. So, Uncle, will we live in Kansas or in New York?
We will not live in New York. We will all live in Kansas.
That's right. We will be farmers and we will live in Kansas. We will live in North America.
Where will we live?
In North America. We will live in North America.
Which continent will we live in? Africa, Europe, Asia, North America, or South America?
In North America. We will live in North America. We will not live in Africa or Europe. We will not live in Asia or South America either. We will live in North America. We will live in Kansas. So, what will we do in Kansas? Live or study?
Live. We will live in Kansas, not study.
Yes. In my story, we will live in Kansas and our house will be very small.
Will our house be small or big?
Small. It will be small. Our house will be small.
What will be small, Dorothy? Our house or our garden?
Our house. Our house will be small. Our house will be very small. How small will our house be, Uncle?
Very small. Our house will be very small.
Exactly. We will live in Kansas in a very small house.
Uncle Henry slips up.
Try to find the error.
So, Dorothy, we know that we will read and listen to your story. You will not tell us your dream, but your story. Your story will be about your uncle, not your father or your mother. We will also hear about my wife, your Aunt Em. You will be our niece. In your story, your family will be farmers, not teachers. And we will all live in Kansas, in North America, not in South America, and not in Asia, Europe, or Australia either. Our palace will be very big. Cultural facts.
Discover America and its people. Many Americans have big families with lots of kids. Why? How? It's true that Americans living outside large cities often have large families. This tradition probably comes from the country's agricultural past when many kids were needed to help around the farm. Nowadays, there aren't many benefits for having several children. There are no government payments, discounts at stores, free parking, and the like. What's more, there are no laws regarding paid maternity leave in America. That means there is only one thing that a working woman in America is guaranteed. That is, if she works in a company with more than 50 employees, the government obligates the employer to give the woman 6 weeks of paid or unpaid leave. So when a baby is 6 weeks old, a new mother is expected to come back to work or else she loses her job. Crazy, right? Some companies offer more time, and very large companies with especially good benefits offer partially paid leaves. This is not very common, however, and it is considered to be very generous if a company offers 3 months of partially paid leave. But somehow brave American women still have many babies and juggle jobs, trips to daycare centers, and finding a nanny. Often mom and dad have alternating schedules to take care of the baby, mom working during the day, dad during the night, which is a struggle for many families. The most expensive things for a family are therefore childcare and health insurance. On the other hand, few people seriously worry about paying for their kids' music lessons or athletic activities, as those are part of their school programs and are funded by local taxes. However, children are taught to save up for college from an early age.